Okay, we're on our way to Port Townsend. This is us heading out. Woohoo! See you on the way.
Here we are pulling out for a trip. This is our first vlog series, pulling out of our driveway. We're 50 feet coming out, and we're lucky that we actually have a driveway. We can totally be hooked up in our driveway. There he goes. He's turning around, coming out. And here we go, off to Port Townsend.
Yay, here we go, leaving the Coupeville Ferry Terminal. We're on our way. We just made the ferry. The border agents were not good to us today.
Departing the ferry from Coupeville to arrive in Port Townsend. And there's Glenn driving. Hi Glenn.
Hello.
The start of our vacation. Woohoo! We are very excited. Port Townsend is extremely beautiful and has many historic buildings. So here we are coming up. It says the sign up ahead says City Center, Historic Port Townsend downtown. There we are. We're going to take a turn here. Nice and wide so we don't hit anything, since we're including the truck and the trailer, we're 50 feet long. So okay, here we are.
Head northeast on Water Street.
We're heading northeast on Water Street. All right, so here's the historic downtown area, Port Townsend. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. There's a lot to do here, lots of great restaurants and souvenir shops, places of interest. And what's really cool is usually when they have deliveries, they just park in the middle of the street, and then you go on either side of it, and the delivery trucks get the right of way. So anyways, here we are. Here we are, Fort Worden just arrived. Now Glenn's gonna be backing in the trailer. Let's see how he does. First attempt of the year. Can always be interesting. I should do okay. And there he goes. Looks good. That looks great, Glenn. All right, here we are at Fort Worden. I'm just standing in our campsite. And everywhere you look in the distance, right behind there is ocean. So we're just behind some dunes here. Glenn's setting up the trailer a bit more. I've already put my mats up. That's my job. There's Glenn. And then it's ocean everywhere again you look. So we're basically surrounded on 3 sides by ocean. So that's why we come here, because it's so beautiful. Yay. All right, here we are heading to the beach, Fort Worden. Hey Glenn, wave. Oh, you're so far away I can't even see ya. Well, I just don't have it on really close. Okay, keep going. The wind's almost blowing my hat off. There he goes. Pretty soon he's gonna crest. Ah. And we're looking at the ocean. Here we are. That's how close walking that we are from our campsite almost to the ocean. How could it be any better than this? Okay, here's Glenn. We had to move sites today because we could only get the other site for one night. So we're at Fort Worden in Port Townsend. And we're in site 40, so he's just backing up now. And yesterday he just nailed it, so let's see how he does today. It's always interesting, the first trips out. Here he comes. There's Kale's truck, and here's our trailer. So Kale's truck is the mothership. So here he comes. So we got our bikes on the back right now, but I sure would like next time for us to be bringing our foldable e-bikes on holidays. So that'd be wonderful. Here he comes. You're doing good. All right. So here we are. We're at Fort Worden, and I'm just heading up to the beach. It's very close. Our campsite is just a little bit behind us. So this is how far we have to walk. A little bit further than this, probably double. To one of our favorite beaches. I absolutely love it. tide. And around the corner there, where you can see the land, that's down that beach is where we get our sea glass. So we actually got quite a bit yesterday. It looks like high tide, so that's okay. We'll come later on today and have some more fun. Alright, I'm on the beach. So you can see Kale's truck there in our trailer. Off to the left of the trail. And there's this beach, there's the trail, and this is how far I only have to walk. It is majorly windy today. There's some water.
Wow, it's just crazy windy out here. I don't know if the audio is going to get picked up. We were hoping for a bit of a sunset, but instead we got this storm. Wowzers. Yeah. There we go. There goes my hat. Whoa! Gotta go get my hat. There we go. There goes my hat again. Whoa! Well, one last look at a stormy night. Oh, it's throwing my camera all around. And there is our trailer down the trail. So we're that close to the water. So it's really cool. Nice spot. Hopefully tomorrow we don't need to be warmer. We just need a little less wind. But still, I'm loving it here. It's awesome.
All right, starting the video today. I'm heading toward North Beach at Fort Worden. Anyways, the campground, our campsite is just behind us. So this is the little trail. We go up to the beach, and this is the walk that I like to do to gather sea glass. So I'm going to turn left here at the trailhead, and we walk along, and we should have a little bit more of a lower tide so that I can find some sea glass. So I'll try and take a picture of the sea glass when we're finished our walk and see how much I got. And anyways, here we are, coming up to the beach, and it's really windy, so you might not be able to hear me. Anyways, here we are, looking there, and I'm just gonna pan the other way. We're gonna be turning left. Anyways, let's see what we find for sea glass today. Just wanted to show you how to get sea glass. You have to get really down low to the ground, and then you use the sunlight to glow on the glass. Here's a piece here. And you just sort of look around. You have to get down low and have a good look. And here's another one. So it's pretty cool. And it's pretty well like doing meditation because you gotta pay attention. There's another one. I've got a few pieces now. There's another one here. Gathering sea glass.
Okay, the sun has come out and the wind has died for today. There's still an ocean breeze, which I think is normal, but today we're hiking up the hill where all the artillery is, and I think it might be called Artillery Hill, if I can get the pronunciation of that right. It's a bit of a climb. I'll record it on my GPS to see how much of a climb it is and to let you know. And here goes the trail. So there's a few switchbacks, or at least one coming up. You know, one thing about videos, you can't really see how steep it is. I'd estimated 10% grade, so not too bad. A bit of view down below as we climb up. All right, this is basically the top of the trail. There's a slight amount of elevation gain, but basically this is it. And that is the first gun battery coming up. We've climbed 60 meters and 0.4 of a kilometer of distance. Now in non-metric, that works out to 200 feet of climbing and about a quarter of a mile So pretty simple. Not that my heart rate didn't go up a bit. Giving her up that trail, I didn't slow down. It just powered right up. But yeah, these guns, kind of cool. If you're into the old military history, this place has a lot of it. I think these were built over 100 years ago and then decommissioned after World War II. So yeah, pretty interesting.
All right, here we are at Artillery Hill defending the Puget Sound, and Glenn's just standing at the stairs. So we'd be in the picture. So we're just gonna wander around up here. It's vastly interesting. And I'm gonna do little video clips and just some still photos. So this is our adventure starting now. I guess this isn't a takeout window. When it's the artillery, I don't think I'd want their takeout. But anyways, they still had to eat. So it'd be really interesting to read what kind of food they ate back then. So I'll take an order of army rations, please. Thank you.
For years, Tina and I would come up here. Oh, you can hear kind of echoey. Wow, that's kind of cool. These old doors with the rust on them and all the different textures. We would come here and photograph them, you know, attempting or planning to do something artsy with them. Not that we have yet, but there's always time because we can always take more and lots of opportunity in the future for us to finally put together some kind of collection from this old gun batteries. And this is just one of many up here. I'm not going to give you the whole history lesson because you can read up on the Port Townsend gun batteries here at Fort Worden. Yeah, this is actually pretty big, this one. You can see the round circles where the guns used to be. It'd be cool if they were still here, but they were taken away years ago. So here's the view the guns had shooting out over the entrance to Puget Sound. And off in the distance there, the land you see is Whidbey Island, which we took the ferry from 2 days ago. Beautiful day. Slight breeze up here, but it's all good. Another one of the gun batteries up here. Let's go up the stairs. Imagine the trees were cut so the gun people could see out over the water. We'll go up these stairs too. Not much to see. More of those cool textured steel doors. These ones just lead to little rooms. They don't go anywhere. I'm guessing they were some kind of storage. If you read up on it, I'm sure it's documented. Oh, and here's a big hole for the gun. Yeah. And yet another set of gun batteries. Each one of these has a name. I know, but I don't remember what it is. And yet another gun battery. This one was for mortars, apparently, where they could fire from behind here, even though they couldn't see where they were firing at. I guess someone else would get them the coordinates and they would plot their shot and fire up and over. Probably made it harder for the enemy to strike back at this location. This was for the searchlight to light up the strait, to light up the target that they were shooting at. But on today, what we see is just a gorgeous sunny day and beautiful views. Wow. There you go. And the beach is down below. We walked by there yesterday. This place is called Memory Vault. And I haven't been here in a while. I can't quite remember what it is they're remembering. Maybe the veterans? I'm not sure. Let me go look at this plaque here. I assume there's a plaque here. No. There's a rock on a platform in there. And then we have this. Looks like some kind of chair. And then we have some plaques on these posts over here.
We're at the Memory Vault, and Glenn's reading one of the poems that was written by Sam Hamill. And it's a Memory Vault, 1988, Richard Turner, and it's his poetry is put on all these vaults about the war, and it's quite profound. So if you get a chance here and you're at Fort Worden and you can walk up to the lookout, and you're going to have a chance to see the poems and read them and kind of spend some time here.
So yeah, this is a collection of poetry in memory of, and it's in memory of the people who built this place in the early 1900s. And the poetry is quite touching, so it's worth a read for sure. And there's a plaque here explaining it all. Here, yeah. You can pause the video if you want to read it. Wow, the spring flowers on the grass. I like it. It's quite beautiful. And then one last look at the guns before we head back down again. 60 meters down. And here it goes down. It actually is relatively steep in points. Ah, the ocean. Yes. There's the lighthouse peeking through, and the campground. And these maple trees that are just freshly budding out there are so green in the sun. And that's it. We're done. We're back in the campground. Just got to head back to the trailer. And here comes the wind. It was pretty calm up there.
Well, a beautiful day at Port Townsend. So we're just sitting here at the beach with our chairs, kind of tucked in behind a little log here. So it kind of breaks a little bit of the wind. But there isn't as much wind today anyways, so this is our view. It's not very far from our campsite. Just a little 3-minute walk, if that. We're just sitting here enjoying ourselves. So maybe we'll see you again tomorrow. So let's say you're a senior on holidays and you want to get some exercise in, but you also want to meditate, but you could do it at the same time. You just walk along the beach and then you start gathering sea glass, and before you know it, you've walked 10,000 steps. And because you have to gather sea glass and you have to get real close down to the rocks, it's like meditating. It's absolutely an awesome way to live.
Okay, here we are at Port Townsend. We're going to try out our new hydro skins in this water. It's about 10 degrees outside, and we think the water's 8 degrees. We're going to test that in a minute just to be sure, but we'll see how it goes. So here we go.
All right, first time.
Yeah. I'm not feeling it yet.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit. It's getting a little chillier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's getting cool.
Well, it's only, that's 46 degrees Fahrenheit or 8 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And these are just half a millimeter
You know what?
hydroskins.
It's actually not that bad, I'm telling you.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not as bad as I thought it would be.
My feet feel all floaty.
Okay, so we're going to stand here for 10 seconds. So you got to stop because I'm shorter than you.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel okay.
It's starting to get a bit cold, but I'm okay.
Oh, it's absolutely okay.
I'm going to go out and see what it does to my...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll listen.
Okay.
I'll watch.
I don't know how far I have to go. Oh, there I go. Oh. I'm... Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cold, but you know what?
I'm really quite surprised
I'm-
that it's actually not, these things are actually pretty good.
For half a millimeter of neoprene, they're really comfy and they're just...
Yeah, they're so comfortable.
Yeah.
And I've got on my booties and I've got my aqua shoes on, so
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty cool. All right, let's walk back up. All right, well this is good because we wanted to test this before we go paddleboarding tomorrow in
Yeah.
the ocean to make sure we'll be warm enough. So
I mean,
this is pretty good.
I didn't immerse my chest to see what kind of shock I would be in, but no, it seems like it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
There would be no
No.
long-term immersion.
No.
Like you would eventually get hypothermia. These are not
Yeah.
good enough, but
Well, that was awesome. Hey, I
All
hope
right.
you enjoyed our little video.
yeah.
Good morning. It's a beautiful morning to head out and gather some sea glass. Could life be any better? Right, here we are, Fort Worden. Heading out on our paddle boards today. We'll see how it goes. Glenn's just loading them into the Kale's truck. And we only have to drive about 3 minutes and park, and then we'll be in the water here, so it should be a lot of fun. Right, we're heading out paddleboarding today. Here's Glenn, getting his board in. First time that we've gone on the ocean, so we'll see how that goes. Looks pretty calm. We're at Fort Worden in Port Townsend, so we're gonna give it a try, and we'll let you know how it goes. All right, so here we are on the water. It's on the ocean here in Fort Worden in Port Townsend. There's Glenn. Anyways, this year I decided, you know, it's time to quit being afraid of a lot of things and try new things. So the first thing this year that I wanted to try was going in the ocean with my neoprene, even though the ocean's only 8 degrees Celsius. And to get out on the water, even when it's cold, try the ocean when you feel safe. So I'm achieving 2 goals this time, neoprene and getting out on the water. So woohoo, yay, yay me. Alrighty, we're back at the truck. So my adventure was successful on the paddleboard on the ocean. So I managed to obviously sit, kneel, and I did get to stand. And then I had enough because the swells got pretty big out there on the ocean and I didn't want to fall in. So first attempt, woohoo, feeling good.
That's it. Sand's gone. Good night, everyone.
We brought our toys this trip. There's our paddle boards, we got chairs for relaxation, we got our bikes, we got the ocean, we've got hiking, biking, paddleboarding, you name it, we can do it right here from our trailer. And here's Glenn, he's trying out a little bit rougher water. Together we are F-I-T. And there he is. Auntie and my grandmother's birthday today, April 19th. So it's a good day to try something new. Here he goes. Way to go, Glenn. Well, that doesn't look that bad. Maybe I can try that. I want him to try it first. That's what we do. Or a twosome. Alright, we're sitting at the beach at Fort Worden. You can see Mount Baker in the way back there. It's a cloud on the horizon, but actually that's the mountain. So we decided to sit here in the wind behind a big log and enjoy our last afternoon here.
Here we are. Here's the, I don't know what these fields are called. They have a name for them. And the old military buildings of Fort Worden. If you ever watched the movie Officer and a Gentleman, you'll be able to clearly see these buildings and these fields in some of the scenes. To go walk out to the lighthouse this evening, you can see my shadow and the sun going down. And the lighthouse. And then way across there is Mount Baker. Swing around towards the sun, but not quite into the sun. There we go. All right, my last night here, just checking out the closest gun battery to where we're camped, the Thomas Vickers gun battery. Right on the waterfront. You can hear the water. This is another scene I remember from Officer and a Gentleman when they were running up and down the stairs here during training. And there is our trailer and the campground as I'm standing on the gun batteries. Well, it's a beautiful sunset. Hope you're not picking up the wind too much. Walking along the beach here, Fort Worden in Cape Town. No, Port Townsend. We're watching the sun go down as you walk along this beautiful beach. That's it. The last sliver of light is gone. trailer. Alright, bye to Port Townsend. And off in the distance, yes, a great view of Mount Baker. A little bit of view of the downtown before we head out. That's another trip to Port Townsend.